Good morning. It's March 18, Monday, the start of the fourth week of this Roundup cancer trial, Edwin Hardeman versus Monsanto. I don't think anybody, including Judge Shabria, thought that we were going to go this long without having a verdict for just the first phase. But the jury is still deliberating this first phase question of, did Mr. Hardeman's exposure to Roundup cause his cancer? Was this exposure a substantial factor in causing his non-Hodgkin lymphoma? The six-member jury has to decide that question, the answer to that question, before they can move on to the second phase. The jury did come back on Friday and say that they had a question for the judge. They said they wanted to hear Mr. Hardeman's testimony again. Not sure, what that indicates, if that's a good thing for the plaintiff or a good thing for Monsanto. But the judge said that they would do that this morning in San Francisco. So they will have his testimony read back to them, the entire testimony. The attorneys, of course, will be there in the courtroom watching. They won't be engaging. There won't be a cross-examination again or any sort of testimony or statements presented necessarily by the attorneys. This will just be to give the jurors this testimony again from Plaintiff Edwin Hardeman. The lawyers are again expected to be ready for opening statements for phase two. The judge has told them that the jury could come back today with a verdict, and if they find for Mr. Hardeman, then they would move on to phase two, in which they will look at Monsanto's conduct. Now, the plaintiffs have lost one of their expert witnesses, Dr. Chuck Benbrook, who was to testify for the plaintiffs about Monsanto's conduct and sort of walk the jurors through the different things that the plaintiff alleges that Monsanto has done to manipulate the scientific record and to unfairly influence the EPA, ghostwriting of scientific studies, those sorts of things. Benbrook will not be testifying. He has been withdrawn as an expert witness. I'm told that the plaintiffs felt they were basically running out of time. They're down to about 7 hours available to present evidence for phase two. And the judge had sharply limited what Benbrook was going to be allowed to testify about. Monsanto lodged many complaints and many objections to his planned testimony, and the judge narrowed it down so much that the plaintiffs decided he wasn't really going to be very valuable to them. So again, we will see. There are more documents have been filed. If you want to see those, you can go to usrtk.org, www.usrtk.org. You can follow Trial Tracker on our website, where I'm trying to keep you updated. So we shall see. The jury could be back today. All right, stay tuned. Bye-bye.